Your conduct towards me and my family has been intolerable.
I could say the same thing.
Twice in one day, you have gone out of your way to humiliate me. Once in public in the museum, and now in my own home. I will not stand for it, Lionel. I won't take it from anyone, especially from you or your wife.
Oh, Lionel, I do believe we're being threatened.
That is correct, Augusta. I could go to the courts to stop your harassment of this family.
I don't think that you have the assistant DA in your pocket anymore, CC.
What goes on between me and my son Mason is our business. And besides, I have never had to rely on lawyers or the police to protect my interests.
Frightened men make threats, CC. What is it that you're afraid of?
Daddy, we don't need to listen to any more. This is our house. Why don't the two of you just leave?
And what, presumably, am I afraid of?
Well, whatever will be found in the Amanda Lockridge when it's brought up.
You still believe in those old wives?
I do.
That woman was crazy. Everyone knew it.
Who? Amanda Lockridge. Haven't you been listening? The one the ship was named after. The sole survivor when the ship went down right off the coast. I know all that.
She is the one who started all these idiotic rumors.
They say she was never the same after the shipwreck, though God only knows what she was like to begin with. They also say the Lockridges have a long line of raving maniacs.
Oh, I see. I see that you have told her the entire story intact. The Capwell version, right?
My grandfather told me that story as well as research I've done on my own.
I'll bet you have.
Yeah, well, you know, I met Amanda Lockridge once, CC. Did I ever tell you that? Yeah, she was in her late 80s, and I was just a little tiny boy. And I'll tell you something. My father took me to the sanitarium where she lived most of her life. And she was a broken woman, but not insane. Now, who else was on board that ship, Eden? Did Emmett tell you that, too?
Her husband.
That's right. Horatio Lockridge, my grandfather. And someone else was there, too. Nathaniel Capwell, CC's grandfather.
Yes, Nathaniel was on that ship, and he died when it went down in the storm. It was a terrible accident, and nothing but that, an act of God.
It was an act of revenge. Oh, absolutely. The Amanda Lockridge was one of the last great tall wooden ships. She had weathered every storm that hit her in the quadrants of the world. And she was on her way to Santa Barbara with a load of exotic woods and priceless art treasures that were going to be used in building the mansion that Horatio wanted for his lovely wife. But there was one other thing that finally took that great ship down. It was Nathaniel Capwell's passion for his best friend's wife. Oh, yeah. Yeah, when Amanda Lockridge wouldn't be his lover, he decided if he couldn't have her, he'd take everybody and that entire ship down with him. And that's the real truth, CC. That is the real truth, and that will be revealed in the captain's log when that thing is brought up.
Lionel, that was 100 years ago. What difference does it make now?
Well, the difference is that I want to bring that lofty Capwell name off that arrogant pedestal.
Oh, now I really think you've gone over the edge. What happens if you get your little hour of triumph on the TV news? Who cares? In a week's time, no one's going to know what the hell you were talking about.
No. My family will know. I'm talking about pride. Family pride. And it's important to me that that family has that pride given back. The pride that was robbed from them and slandered and trodden on for 100 years.
Lionel, if you want this feud between these families stopped, you'll let it rest.
No. Now, CC, you and I will stand off this way for the rest of our lives. But whatever relationship is going to be in the future between these two families will be decided between Ted and Lakin when they've been told the truth. Now, come on, Augusta. You know, you can catch the whole proceedings on TV in your living room right here, CC. Yeah, the national network's going to cover it. Heck, I'll be there in my dinner jacket, center stage, just to tell the whole world the real truth.